Have you ever wondered why some people are able to break free from the middle class cycle of just getting by while others stay stuck in it for life? It's not just about bigger paychecks or luck, the difference often comes down to mindset and habit. Most people think that as long as they work hard, everything else will fall into the place, but over time I learned that certain everyday behaviors are quietly keeping me and you in a middle class bubble. These habits feel normal, even responsible, but in reality, these are holding us back. If you want to break out of this cycle and aim for wealth and success, it's time to take a good hard look at the way you think, spend, and act. Here are some middle class habits we can change to set ourselves on the path to wealth and success. Your immediate response to this point would have been as if this is in my control. I have so much rent, grocery, food, medicine, and travel expenses, etc. etc. It sounds strange, but there are people who live on less than you do. The likes of Dave Ramsey say that the path to wealth begins from how much you save, not how much you make. As many rich celebrities and athletes who once earned millions for a season went broke, this shows that if you don't inculcate the habit of saving some part of your paycheck, irrespective of its size, you are not going to be wealthy forever. While living paycheck to paycheck has become normal for millennials and Gen Z, this lifestyle disease is the main obstacle on your road to financial freedom. It keeps us trapped in a cycle of short term thinking and instant gratification, trying to impress our friends and family almost to the extent of proving to them that we have made it and are living a good, comfortable life. This leaves little room for long term planning and investments. Successful people attribute their wealth to smart financial decisions that they make early in life and long term planning. Instead of spending all their income as soon as it arrives, they set aside a portion of it for investments and they do it before accounting for their rent and other expenses. They treat it as if they don't have this income, so don't bother spending it. If you want to break away from the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, start by setting realistic saving goals, maybe 5 to 10% of your income, if not more. Then create a monthly budget for the remaining amount and stick to it. Dave Ramsey has a famous saying, children do what feels good, adults make a plan and follow it. This may be another cringy point, but if I point you to two people, one a businessman and other an employee in his company, whom do you think is richer and wealthier? For most employees, their paycheck is their main source of income. For married couple, it's often two paychecks and a pension as their post-retirement planning. But if that's all you have got, then you are putting your financial future at a huge risk. What if higher inflation eats away your savings and pension? Wealthy folks often have income coming their way from different sources. They use their savings to create multiple streams that keep money flowing in from all directions. Wealthy people have money but no time. Poor people have lots of time but no money. And yet everyone has exactly 24 hours in a day. Start with a side hustle in evenings and weekend. The easiest and most rewarding today is your own YouTube channel. To make money, you have to figure out which way the money is flowing and stand in the way. 120 years ago, it was railways and steel companies. 60 years ago, it was electronic manufacturers. Then came IT and softwares. Today, it is the turn of content creators. It requires no investment, no upfront cost. If you succeed, you make money, or else it was time pass, rather than watching random YouTube videos. Believe it or not, 100 years ago, it was railway companies whose owners were the equivalent of tech billionaires today. It's not for nothing that Warren Buffett holds so much railway stocks in his portfolio. The ability to transport things fast and afar over land induced a new age of globalization, and money started flowing in that direction. Today, the money is flowing in the direction of content creation as advertisers use it to reach the audience to advertise their products, and they pay a little part of their marketing budget to you for that. Though content creators may not have become billionaires yet, many have become millionaires. The difference between this and the railway is that YouTube is truly democratized. Anyone can start a channel, but your great grandfather could not have started his own railway. Those smart ones bought railway shares. The goal here isn't to work 24/7, but to set up systems that brings in money whether you are actively working or not. This video might be earning money for me next year, but I won't get any salary then for the work I did this month at my job. Diversifying income gives you a safety net and the freedom to take bigger financial leaps. So think about it. Start small and let it grow. This one little stream might not seem like a lot, but it can start a financial river and keep growing. Then use that extra money, what you save from your salary, to invest in bank fixed deposits, mutual funds, and directly in stocks, which could potentially create another stream of interest and dividends. Trying to look wealthy, constantly proving to your friends, family, and colleagues that you have made it in life is the easiest trap to fall into, but you have to do it every year. Fancy cars, designer clothes, high end gadgets, luxurious holiday destinations might impress others, but they don't build actual wealth. Wealth is what earns you an income every month without you being actively involved in day to day work. Yet many people load up on debt for fancy cars and luxury holidays and thereby financial stress at the end of the month. It's the lenders who enjoy an interest on your debt fueled spending. You have to go to work every day and give a part of that as interest to your lenders. Truly wealthy people prioritize building assets over showing off. They don't care about impressing their neighbors. They care about financial freedom at the expense of their neighbors judging them. So they focus on things like savings, investments, and smartly budgeted spending habits. Ask yourself, are you buying something because you need it or because you want to show it? Choosing substance over style isn't always glamorous, but it's what separates the rich from the rest. People really live in extremes. Either they invest in stocks and crypto out of FOMO in bull markets, or they don't even take calculated risk. Many people are hesitant to look for new jobs as they feel safe and secure at their current job, even though their current salary may not be enough for them. But fear of losing stability holds them back. Success often requires people to step out of their comfort zone and embrace uncertainties. I'm not talking about reckless risk here, rather calculated risk, those that have been thought through and evaluated. If an opportunity presents itself, don't hold back. Analyze and evaluate, and if it seems promising, take a leap of faith. Staying comfortable might keep you from failing, but it's also keeping you from winning. Time is money. I've heard this since childhood, but never really understood the meaning. The middle class mindset often revolves around working harder and putting in more hours to earn more money. We were taught in school that hard work alone is the path to success. But who taught us that? School teachers. Most school teachers are themselves middle class, not even upper middle class, just average middle class. They trade their time and energy to earn a living, and some take tuition classes to make extra money in the evening. We can't really expect them to teach us any better, do we? So, working hard makes sense on the surface, but here's the catch: our time is finite. If we trade hours for dollars, we will hit a ceiling. Wealthy people understand this concept and focus on building systems that can generate income without them being constantly involved. Their products and services can be used by several people for some amount of money and can be used at the same time. Microsoft services are one example of this. All of us are using Microsoft products every day at the same time, and we all pay some amount of money to them directly or indirectly. So instead of clocking more hours, think about how you can leverage your skills to create scalable products or invest in opportunities that work for you. Passive income might sound like a buzzword these days, but it's the backbone of every financial freedom out there. Are you working for money or is the money working for you? Shifting your mindset to value income streams over hourly pay will be a game changer. Start thinking like an investor, not an employee. People often assumes that wealth comes naturally to those who are good with money, but the truth is financial literacy is learned either at home, school or at work. Most middle class people put off learning about things like investing, budgeting or tax laws because they seem complicated, time consuming and boring. But if you want to be rich, you have to treat financial education as a priority in life. You don't need to get a degree in economics. Simple steps like reading a book on investing, following financial experts, or even watching educational videos can make a huge difference. There are many online courses on personal finance online. Remember, the power to become rich and successful lies in your hands. It's all about making the right choices at the right time. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's also profit. So, what's stopping you? Make it a habit to learn something new about money every week. The sooner you start, the faster you will see your finances improve. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.